Oh no, somebody forgot to hit go.
All right. Well, let's start it. Let's go then.
Okay.
All right. We even let the people at home know what just happened.
Get Justin in here. Get the Murph in here.
Welcome to the zipper merge, fellas.
Yes. Murph, you get me going every time.
Oh,
all right,
God.
baby. Yeah. Yeah. Prue had a meltdown moment here.
Yes,
and you get
I
me.
did. We just recorded about 12 minutes, and we weren't recording.
Murph.
And that sends me to the moon.
Murph, tell him it's going to be all right.
Ah!
Murph. Your guy right here isn't worried about it.
Oh, my God.
Your dog over there is over there sweating bullets.
Better ask somebody.
I'm absolutely sweating bullets. Now I'm just mad. We can't start this off that way.
No.
Oh, all right.
You got to kick it with some Murph.
Yep. Dead comment.
Welcome to the zipper merge.
Now we're
fellas.
refocused.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it.
Now we're refocused.
I feel it.
Forget it. Don't sweat it, baby.
I feel it.
I'm pissed right now, but I
It's
can
all
get
good.
over it.
It's all
because it's episode 4, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Zach just talked about a lot of stuff that he's going to have to repeat.
No.
We're good. Let's roll.
I'm about to tell you how to get back on your feet here.
Let's go.
I'm about to share how to get back on your feet. Okay?
Let's rock it.
Episode 4, Zipper Merge. Zach Carter here. Got your dog.
G. Pruitt.
Yes. And my dog, of course. So here we are. This is January 5. This is our post-holiday episode, all right? We've got a lot of hot stuff to get into. We want to burn it with you. And we are going to get into the third installment, despite the lag in time from pre-Christmas. We were going through a lot of post-production stuff to get our first 3 episodes ready. We had a lag in time there, and we've got to finish off that article from Esquire, from Trish and Ricky. It's a good article. We've enjoyed breaking it down with you and trying to find some gems out of these vest suggestions. Although the article was from 23, this is going to carry us into 24, help you keep looking sharp, and maybe find some gems that go with some things that you might already have. Maybe somebody got you something cool for Christmas. You don't know what to pair it with. Maybe we got something cool for Christmas and we want to share it with you and share where it came from with our friends online. And overall, just go over the holidays. So, number 1, your holiday. Let's hear about it.
Man, just putting together bicycles and doing a whole lot of work around the house to make that Christmas special. Make that Christmas special for them little rugrats.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You got 2 of them.
Yep.
And they hog and soak every bit
of
your Christmas energy.
They do.
They do. But it's so worth it, man.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
Yes. It's Christmas has gotten a lot more special since they came along. It does take time to appreciate that through the tantrums and the overstimulation, but it's getting better. It's getting better. My 3-year-old is getting more tolerable, so that's a good thing.
And my 10-month-old is finally getting a little personality on himself. So
he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he is 95% of the time, and the other time he's a Hellcat.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. We call him the Bobcat around the house.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. We do. We call him the Bobcat.
Okay.
He gets pissed.
I'm assuming that noise comes out of him.
Yes. He doesn't cry like a normal baby. No, he does not.
So my holidays were fantastic. I've got something I want to share with you all that rolls into the holidays. This is also something that I've promised you personally throughout episode 1 and 2. We didn't really have time to get into it in the first 3 episodes, but had a great experience Christmas Eve. I stepped on the scale and I've now lost over 30 pounds
Bing, boom.
throughout this process that I told you I'd share with you. Okay.
Man, 30.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
It's actually more than 30,
lot of weight.
but I didn't really start counting appropriately. So here's the deal. I want to, number one, get into some gratitude to start the new year and to rewind it into Christmas, because my dog here, Greg, is owed some gratitude for helping me with this process. So about 3 years ago, Greg got me into a strength lifting program, and I knew I needed to shred some weight off. He promised me that it would help, and it did. And so he got me on a strength lifting program. I wasn't able to really hit it as hardcore as he is able to, and uh, as often, but I did stay with it, and I did accomplish the first stages of his program, and intend to jump back in. I'm tackling a couple other aspects of my program right now. So what that did for me was it set a structure for my body to handle the rest of what was to come. And so I owe him a huge amount of thanks. People, if you're struggling through something like that, I've yo-yoed in weight my entire adult life. Okay, I've been athletic my whole life, but I just couldn't get not the look that I wanted. I've never really been as healthy as I wanted to be, and that's to me how I attacked it with my mindset. Not trying to be a cover model,
Right.
trying to be healthy.
That's a pitfall. A lot of these young bucks
I bet
get
you that's
into.
99% of failure.
Oh yeah.
99% of failure is
Yeah.
trying to be a cover model
And not understanding what you need to do for
Yes.
yourself.
Yes. So maybe I do get a six pack one day, but that's not what is going to
Can't be
lead
about
me to health. Okay. So Greg got me into a better mindset. Greg got me into a great program. So my dog is owed some gratitude. I can't say that enough. And we wouldn't be doing this show probably if it weren't for him setting that tone for me. Then he got me into a sprinting program. Okay, I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna get you misty-eyed at least. So he got me into a sprinting program as well. I had no idea the benefits of sprinting. I've always been sort of a mediocre runner, and running always failed for me. But I was keeping my body somewhat, in I don't know if I can say shape,
I mean, it's
but
better than nothing.
better than nothing.
Running is better than nothing, but is it the best?
I was doing some
No.
light intervals throughout the lifting to prepare myself for the sprinting. Okay, get my cardiovascular health up to speed, pardon the pun, to handle the sprinting, because it does win the hell out of you. So check that box. The sprinting, it turned out like I loved it immediately. I was hooked. And it sounds intimidating, but I was hooked because I didn't like long distance running. And I've always had short burst speed and not, long distance speed. And so I took to it immediately. I loved it. And so I stuck with that program. I kind of kept small little milestones for myself with the sprinting. I'm still doing the sprinting because I enjoy it, and I'm mixing in other things now. So towards the probably, well, after we'll say once I saw a lot of the benefits of the sprinting, I got into a fasting mode. Okay, I was doing intermittent fasting, and
Tried it, done it, works.
Yeah, I've got to give a plug here to a fasting app that I found on the App Store called Lasta, Lasta. Huge thanks to them. This it was not expensive at all. It was great. I could press a button and track my fasting. So I graduated from a 14:10 up to a 16:8. I could probably go bigger here now. So I know I've had some 17s and 18s recently, and it's great for you. Okay, it's just so helpful for you, and it helps set a tone for what your body should be taking in and taking out. All right, so keep in mind here, this is a long process. I started this over 3 years ago, really diving deep, and this will continue to be a story. The story is not done being written, okay? So fasting, all right? Then July comes along of 23. I get together with some new friends of ours. Joe the Beautiful Viking, I'm sorry, beautiful.
Is it Beautiful Joe the Viking?
It's Beautiful Joe the Viking, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
character that's going to be on the show,
Yep.
you're going to meet him on camera.
I've never met him.
He is super cool, from California, new to Nashville, and we love talking clothes. And I've run some ideas about the show to him, and he's been a really nice treasure trove of encouragement to us to keep going with this. And he will be on the show to talk clothes with us at some point soon. And Beautiful Joe the Viking and his wife encouraged me to go gluten-free because they had heard that I was doing the fasting. So I was like, man, I don't even know where to start. And I jumped in, jumped into the fire, and I immediately experienced the results of gluten-free. Now, not from the weight loss standpoint, it was how I felt.
I think too many people get caught up on that number.
Yes.
That weight loss number.
Yes.
Get that out of your mind. Some people are much healthier at a heavier weight than people who are rail thin and easily can get sick. So don't worry about numbers right now. Just worry about being healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was immense for me. It was, I felt so good just after a couple weeks of going gluten-free. Okay, guys, you have to treat this like you're battling, at least that's how I did. You're battling corporate food America almost. Like you have to go to war single-handedly against everything these people want to put in your body and how much garbage it is. Okay. You've got to give it up. Okay, so I went mostly gluten-free. I'm about 90%, we'll say, okay? Because, I've got 2 kids. There's going to be some cheats here and there. So that invariably cuts out a lot of your salts, a lot of your fats, and a lot of your sugars, because those things are baked in, literally, to a lot of things with gluten. So also went soda-free, okay? Diet soda, no, it's not a cheat, all right?
No, it's awful.
It's
I think most people now have learned that the diet thing.
Yeah.
I think the people that are still hung up on diet sodas are the ones that they've just now addicted to that flavor of soda.
Yeah.
I think
it's just as addicting as regular soda. It is not a cheat code to being healthier. Okay. So I had to give that up so that I could quit being addicted to the salties and the sweets. And so then that helped me go dairy free. That's helped me go chip free, and that's helped me go fry free. So I've been kind of spreading all of those across my diet, not being too, narrowly focused on any one thing. It's removing as many of those items from my diet as regularly as I can. It's like, you want to fold some Geos, you want to fold some Fivers, you want to fold some AJs, you want to fold some Bennies sometimes up into your wad, put them in your back pocket. That's what you're doing with these little bitty nugs here and there. Maybe you can only get a small deal going one day, and then the next day you can slide that Benny in your pocket, and by the end of it, you got a stack of things, and you've built this value for yourself of what you can accomplish by trying all these things at once. So it's been huge for me. I'm still on this journey, guys. Let's pop back up to the screen here.
that we've already done once before.
Don't have to remind them. It's fresh. This is new to everyone. Okay.
I know.
It's fresh for everybody.
I've almost forgot about it.
This is me in spring of 22, my nephew's graduation. Still looking fly as hell. I mean, check out the lavender and the blazer. All right. Got the gray, the lavender, the brown, and the navy check blazer there from Joseph A. Bank. Mind you, both the shirt and the blazer came from Joe Bank. Pants actually came from Kohl's, but
whatever works on you.
Hey, if you're a big fella, we can still help you. All right. If you're a big fella, I want you to stay with us. All right. We're not trying to press you into anything. We can still help you out. All right, guys. So anyway, this was kind of embarrassing to feel this fat at my nephew's graduation, okay? Because it reminded me of being young and the fact that I was like, oh my God, like I'm so unhealthy right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is me at about 255. I feel like I was actually pushing 260. But I didn't start measuring, I didn't start weighing myself fully into my program until I was like 251, 252. So that's why I'm saying when I stepped on the scale Christmas Eve and I saw 220, that's
Yeah.
kind of my, all right, I know I've lost 30. And 30 was a huge friggin' number for me. I didn't think I could accomplish that being over 40 years
Yeah.
of age. I wasn't sure that I could actually do that. And I've still got another,
Because it is harder to do.
it is harder to do. It absolutely
The
is.
further
Not
you move
only,
away from like 25, it just
yeah,
gets harder and harder every year.
not only because of your body composition, but the things you have going on in your
Oh
life
yeah, that's
along with
it.
the kids.
I have little admission here. I haven't lifted since September, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Went from squatting to now. I mean, my knees are killing me just trying to, body weight in a 20-pound baby because just haven't had the time that I'm now about to start making for myself. Not a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things I do anyway that
Yeah.
now I can finally have enough off my plate where I can probably start doing that again here in another month.
Yeah.
But
And
it's going to be another month because I know
yeah.
when you're 40 plus, man, you got just so many things going on.
Yeah, and guys, this doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution for you. Okay, this can be any time. This is a ongoing story that you have to write for yourself. Okay, and I'm still writing it, and I'm depending on my inner circle to help me accomplish this. I am not embarrassed to talk about these things with my friends because that's where you learn things to help yourself. All right, you got to depend on your people, your dogs, to help you get through being healthier. All right. So this has been a great journey for me. Seeing 220 even on the scale Christmas Eve was probably the best present I've ever gotten.
Huh.
Okay. I mean, forget buying anything. It was the best feeling to accomplish that Christmas Eve. And I could not have done that without you.
Man, I appreciate it. I didn't expect all this. The accomplishment part feeds into something maybe that we probably won't get to on this episode. But definitely the next, I want to jump right into it, and it has to do with what we're going to talk about in this episode. So that's funny that you bring that up because I want to also speak to that to a lot of the young listeners out there.
Yeah, yeah,
and old ones who think they're in a rut.
So GP and Beautiful Joe the Viking, big parts to my New Year, new me kind of deal going on here. You're gonna see those hashtags in the Instagram promos. You should have already seen them, and it's fun. I'm feeling good. I've got people coming up to me saying, "Good God, man! Like, what are you doing?" And that feels incredible. That feels incredible. And I've instilled things that I feel like are going to be permanent changes to my life.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
They're not quick fix things.
I mean, like I said, I haven't lifted since September, but I know that's temporary. That's not something that I'm like, well, I tried it for all those years. No, I know I'm always going to do it. Always. It's just right now I'm not, but I'm going to be back at it because it's a lifestyle. It's already in your brain. You're programmed to do it. So once you start instilling that, it's so much easier to follow through with it. You just have to understand this is it. This is the change.
So again, guys, I started 250, 255 plus. I am now at 220 on the dot, and I'm still going. I think I can cut probably. I'd like to see what 210 looks like. So that's going to be interesting. I think this calisthenics app that I'm trying is going to be helpful for that. It's called Better Me. So get on your app store, look at Better Me. It's got a really, really cool, diverse group of simple core exercises. I do them right here on my carpet, don't need any special equipment. And it's helping me maintain that structure that Greg helped me build with the lifting, so that I don't lose that strength and that cardiovascular health and muscle health to stay with that. And here's the thing, guys. I know we poke fun at some things here on this show, but we want to make sure you know that the overall approach to this show is positivity. Okay,
Yep.
we want to be casting positive things out there, manifest and throw them out there into the stratosphere and let you guys have fun with the things we're doing, but know that these are goals that can be accomplished. All right. No matter what your walk of life is, no matter how heavy you think you are, no matter how bad of a dresser you think you are, it doesn't really matter. We can help.
Yeah.
All right. So
yeah, we've lived enough life that we feel like, we're not experts in clothing or clothes.
Exactly.
But, a guy who drives a car every day all his life and drives a different car every single day, I think that after so many years, he should be able to have a podcast about cars.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be a car salesman or a car mechanic or a car expert. No, he's lived enough life. We've lived enough life to have tips and tricks about everything from like being healthy to what you should wear, or, what may work for you, what you might wear. We're not telling you what to wear. We're just showing you, kind of giving you a little bit of guide or just letting you know what we think about it after all these years of doing this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we really appreciate you for sticking with us. We want you to know that specifically about the direction of this show before we get too long in the tooth on the episode count. So hang with us. You're going to find out more about how to accomplish some of these goals. So that's going to lead into our first real segment of the day, which, as you should know by now, is our new pieces segment. So do you want to go first for new pieces, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
I've been kind of yakking a while.
I'll go first. My new piece, I haven't bought a new piece in a while. I'd really needed some dress pants because my dress pants, I haven't worn dress pants in a couple years now.
Okay.
And the reason is because they cuff too much at the bottom.
Okay.
And they're just kind of baggy. And so I've needed something that fit a little bit better, fit a short person better. So I went to Joseph A. Bank and talked to my guy Mitch up there at Joseph A. Bank. Go by there, check him out, talk to Mitch, and he'll hook you up. And we're discussing, how a pant should break on your shoe, or how you like it to break. If you're shorter and you got a big break down to bottom, meaning it really it rests on the shoe, it's going to make you look even squattier. I'm not saying to kick them way up like hipster style, but we found that. And then also, dude helped me get like the fit right through the leg but then adjusted the hips right for me. So he was like, well, I've got big old hips on me. And so those style pants got baggy in like the legs and the crotch. They didn't fit, but they fit around my waist. And so he was like, well, we're going to get the smaller size so they fit you right, through the leg and all that. And then I'll just let out the hip a little bit. And so it all fit. And man, I got those things back and it was like, this guy knows what he's doing. This is nice.
Nice.
This is perfect.
Okay.
But I didn't know anything about doing that. I was just like, well, I used to go to the rack, grab a pair of whatever I thought my size was.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm 5'7". That's the shortest size they got. That must work for me. No, that don't work for you. That don't work for you, man.
Okay.
So I did that the other day. Got 2 pair from them. And that's my new piece. My other new piece is a flat cap, but I want to wear it on the show. I don't even want to go into it right now.
Yeah. All right. Notes taken. All right. One thing I forgot to mention about that journey a minute ago was that being 220 now, 220 is the lightest I've been in my adult life. Okay, y'all? So the lightest I've been in my adult life happened at 42.
Man.
All right.
That doesn't happen to a lot of people.
I get
me go to the beach. A lot of dudes just you see it. A lot of guys used to be slim at 30, definitely slim at 20 something, slim again at 30, and then 40 something. They're like, nah, man, I've just let this go. They just chalk it up to being dad, being a dad. Which there's some truth to that, like we talked about, but
you can't bake in excuses for yourself. Don't bake in the excuses.
Nobody's gonna remember your excuses.
Yep, you're gonna grow to be a bigger and bigger muffin if you bake them in.
Yep.
All right, so on that note, oh, by the way, you're actually wearing your new piece in episode 4 that you mentioned in episode 2.
They see me drinking my soft drink shake right here.
Yeah.
It's not a soft drink. It's a shake.
So GP has on his new piece from episode 2, which was the Huckberry hunting blazer.
Flint and Tender.
Oh yeah, we
corrected ourselves. It's Flint
That's
and
right.
Tender.
It's Flint and Tender.
Yeah.
So
Right
I've
here.
got Flint and Tender pulled up here, and let me get. Yeah, there he is right there.
That's me right there.
Okay, he's got the wool hunting blazer in bourbon tweed on right now, and I have to say I do like that. It does not look as slouchy on you as it does in that just initial pick. Like I said, I do like the overall feel here. Looks good on you. It's kind of it's not tight. It gives you like a cut, compact kind of look. It really dresses up everything else you're wearing, which is not all that dressy.
Oh, super casual.
So I do like that kind of the layering effect. I like it looks good with the shoe. You've got what is that shoe called?
This is Clark's.
Yeah, the Wallaby kind of deal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which I never wore in the 90s. They were huge in the 90s. I never wore them, and then Super Wife gave them to me, and then I've been getting nothing but compliments. I wear them all the time.
Well, the two browns actually, I like how those two browns come together.
Kind of match up a little bit.
Yeah.
See if I can hike that thing up there.
Yeah,
there it is, buddy.
With the jean, yeah,
there it is.
So it's kind of interesting how your mesh cap.
I never wear this hat. This is for medical reasons.
So I feel like if you were in an agricultural insurance advertisement.
I'm the State Farm guy right now. Everybody's asking a question.
Farm Bureau Insurance.
Is it Farm? I can't remember. Is it State Farm or
Farm Bureau? Farm Bureau. Yeah. But like a local insurance agency, I think that is where you're falling in there. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, I do like this look. I like this jacket. I think I want to try to search down something like this. I don't know if Flint and Tender is going to stay sold out on these, or if they're having a new batch made for the new year.
Make a new batch.
Yeah.
Make a new batch, guys.
Flint and Tender.
Yep.
Listen up. We're enjoying the wool hunting blazer in bourbon tweed.
Bourbon tweed.
Okay. So I'll come back to my new piece, and I've actually got two on. I am wearing, and I guys, I am over the moon about one of my new pieces. Okay, my other new piece can't really qualify too much because I've already mentioned them a lot, but my shirt. Okay, I'm over
one
the
you
moon.
got on.
The one I have on. This is the Faraday.
Oh, that's your Faraday shirt.
This is the Faraday shirt that I mentioned in episode 3. Okay, this was my Black Friday shirt, and it came it came right after I started jigging on them, and probably like a day or two later. And I was just kind of miffed that I couldn't wear it on that episode. But here I am, episode 4.
You let them hear about it. Good.
But Alex, Mike, love this shirt. Okay, guys, this shirt is going to work wonders for you. All right. The first time I put this on in the mirror in the bedroom, my wife saw it within 30 seconds.
Oh, hang on. Watch yourself.
What?
I didn't know where that was headed.
No. Not going that direction. So my wife was already dressed for the event we were going to, and I wanted to wear this. I got this specifically for that event, and I put it on, with these pants, and she goes, "Damn, that looks great together."
She said the D word on you.
Yeah. Okay. That's not something my wife really often says. Okay. When you're slouching around the house, you don't get that a lot from your significant other. But she saw this. She loved it. I loved it.
Like that.
It feels good. It's cut great. This is the Faraday. I believe it's the knit.
Dude, that's my man.
It's the washed knit shirt from Faraday. Okay. I've got them loaded up here. We're going to go back to them here in a few minutes.
It looks like a brushed. It looks like a brushed flannel is what it looks like.
That
may be their version of it.
No, it's knit, like t-shirt material.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like jersey knit cloth almost, but it's got more structure to it. God, it feels great. It comes in several other colors. I'm loving this shirt. Okay, Alex, Mike, I can't tell you how much I love this shirt. So, apologize for the few terse words in episode 3. But no, I got it, and about a week later, I found this color of Flint & Tinder 365 pants.
Love them pants.
I've been running them down myself. Episode in the first 1 or 2 episodes, I've been running them down. So this is my third color of the 365 pant from Flint & Tinder. Okay, this is sage. All right, sage green. So that
that stuff you made your dressing with this Christmas.
Yeah. So that, and I've actually got the 0 Grand. Decided to go a little more dressy on the shoe today. So this is the 0 Grand. I don't know if the camera's catching that.
Got it right there.
That's the 0 Grand from Cole Haan.
Yeah.
Those were a Black Friday purchase from 2022.
Can you tell us how much, or you feel like doing that?
I can't remember how much.
Okay.
So anyhow, they're still widely available. It's a great shoe.
Good looking shoe.
So I put that with the black shirt. I've got the sage green pant. I've got the camel brown shoe. All right. And that's what's leading me into the popsicle of the day. Get your color pops here, okay? So I've got black shirt. I've actually got a gray heather tee on, so I don't have that dumb looking bright white popping out like a lot of guys do. You got to get away from that.
Yeah, I quit doing that a long time ago.
So I want to tone down that aspect here. I've got a gray heather shirt on underneath. I've got the sage green in the pant. And then I've got the camel brown shoe. All right. Here's one alternative for you though. I've got a really light sky blue t-shirt. Okay. So I'm going to just hold this up here. All right. This is where you might go if you want to just a little, if you want to take it a little bit more cash and you don't really like all that darkness right there, pull in a light sky blue underneath that. So you just get that subtle pop.
Yep.
A lot of people say blue and black can't get, no, blue and black, fine, totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, just got to do it, pull it off right. So a little bit of sky blue with the black, it helps pull in that sage green, and then you've got the camel brown, and boom. If you want to go even more cash, you could do like those the yellow and white Adidas that I rocked in episode 1. Then that yellow or gold would pull in this green and blue together for you. So there's your color pop there for the day. That was black, sage green, camel brown, and sky blue. Okay.
Yep. Got a little sky blue myself, but I don't think it's really working that good because it's looking too primary with the red hat.
And
it's
I promise,
not working that good.
Well, I think you're fine. I like how that sky blue, it actually pops against the bourbon tweed blazer. And then it ties in the dark jeans.
What looks good is when I wear my sky blue sweater with this instead of what I got on.
Ooh,
that ends up looking good. That ends up looking good.
That sounds tight. I like that. You're gonna have to wear that on the show now. Okay, so there's your pop of the day, and we will have next segment here. So I mentioned this a second ago. Since I was so over the moon about Faraday, I wanted to feature them in Instagram shopping. Okay, so I've been keeping tabs on them throughout the course of the show and through the course of doing all the research for the show. So I've got them loaded up here. We don't have to go too deep across the site, but what I did want to share is that, guys, it's January 5, and they're doing a semi-annual sale up to 60% off. You're going to have some great opportunities here to really stock up on some super key items for the new wardrobe. It doesn't take but a couple items like a shirt, like this shirt, to really transform and become maybe a nucleus of some overall outfits. So this shirt goes with a lot of things. Get on Faherty's website, okay? Faherty, Faherty brand.com. Okay, we're gonna cycle through a few items here. I think that's actually Alex right there, Alex Faherty. He's the model. I'd like to bust
Okay.
his chops for being one of the models. You're
Why?
I'm just joking.
I was about to say, hey,
You're a sexy looking dude there,
mean,
Alex. Look at that jawline.
good job. I mean, you're putting the clothes out there. You man enough to wear them yourself in front of
that's him.
on
That's
your
him.
site.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
So looking good there.
I wonder what he's got. I wonder what he's got in that glass right there.
Yeah, being
I
the
wonder what he's
boss.
sipping on.
Yeah, the boss had some sauce. That's going to be a new hashtag.
It's his company. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
The boss with the sauce. All right. So what caught my eye immediately from the sale is this stretch Oxford shirt here. Look, man.
That's a decent price.
74 bones. It used to be 128 guys. Do that now. Okay, do that. That is a solid shirt. And I like an Oxford shirt. I like an Oxford shirt that isn't just crazy pattern. This will go with anything. It's not exactly white. It's not exactly gray. It's just kind of a nice little neutral there that will go with anything. It looks casual. It can do business. Some of their pictures there keep moving, whether you're scrolling or not. So I apologize for the busyness on the screen here. Let's see. Let's scroll a little bit. There he is again, rocking that flannel.
It's funny that he's in all the ones that are moving. What does that say about him?
Yeah,
what does that say about you,
It
man?
says he's high energy.
What does it say about you?
Alex.
Hey, I like what he's got on though. That thing's nice.
Yeah, that pattern's
I don't like
tight.
that it's $300 though. Alex, you need to drop that thing down a little bit. I mean, I know it's nice. It looks good, but I'm not going to pay it. I'm just not. You better get that sale on it.
I tell you what I do like here is this gray flannel, solid color flannel right here in the banner.
Yep.
The banner ad. That's that black one or charcoal gray is cool too, but I like this lighter one the most.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
So
look at that. Hey, this is what we're talking about. Back up. You see that guy with that? See, he's got right there that purple shirt on.
Yeah.
Now I don't like the cable knit. I don't like the cable knit aspect of that.
Right.
But that looks good with that gray.
It does. That's solid.
And and you can wear it where you still look manly.
Yeah, strong.
So you can wear that in a way, maybe not that knit coat that he's got on, but you can put like a knit coat on top of that, that color. And if you want to just make sure you're hitting that manliness, I mean, throw on some cowboy boots. If you feel the need to let everybody know, hey, I'm still a dude now. Look these cowboy boots I got on. But that's a trick. That's a trick you do.
I can see where the boots would pull that together. Yeah.
Cowboy boots with that get up right there.
Okay.
It's still gonna look manly. So don't see that and just keep on scrolling and think that you could never pull it off. You can pull it off.
The lavender is a good touch there. The lavender, I don't love the visual of a cable knit sweater, but otherwise the lavender aspect and the crew neck aspect I think is really nice, along with that dark gray and the jean. And it looks really great on his skin tone too. So that's also part of it.
Girls are gonna compliment that all day long.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk by wearing that, and they're gonna say, this guy is confident enough to wear that light purple sweater.
Yeah.
And he's confident, and that's all that matters right there. And he's got some style to him because he knows how to pair it up with that charcoal.
Yeah. What does he mean by CPO here?
I don't know what that is, dude.
High pile fleece lined wool CPO.
I don't know what that means.
I was thinking shirt jacket, but
that's a shirt jack right there. That's what that is.
Okay.
Why are you trying to call it something crazy?
Maybe
he'll send us a little message and let us know.
Alex, Mike, Carrie, we want you, the three of you, to hook up with us. We want to feature you on the show, and we want to hear about your brand and what you're targeting, who you're targeting, what's your value prop. We're liking a lot of things we're seeing here, and so we've gone Native American here. This is a little bit of a curve. I think that they have Native American lineage. So I got her email recently.
Okay.
I've noticed a lot of their patterns are Native American
Inspired.
or inspired by Native Americans. I got an email recently that was kind of explaining the background of this. So I think that there's some lineage there in their family, and they wanted to hearken to it, but not just appropriate everything and steal everything Native American, which I thought was a nice touch. I want to hear more.
That's a fine line right there.
It is.
It's a tricky.
It is, and I need
tricky slope.
I want to read that article and then share more about that on another episode, because I think fashion can go pretty far in a lot of appropriation, and that's kind of cool that they felt the need to explain that part of their story without being asked.
Yeah,
you know?
and we don't want to shy away from those type of topics anyway. I mean, we're here to discuss everything close.
Exactly. That's exactly the type of topic we want to get into on this show.
Yeah.
We're covering all things culture through this lens of menswear.
It's not just the wildlife segment.
Yeah, yeah. So, obviously, Native American culture is a big part of American culture, and still is. So we want to make sure we're respecting what Faherty is trying to tell about their story and get it right, so that we're not misspeaking when we're sharing it with you. Let's see, scrolling down. Let's go. Okay, so we've got some banners here. Let's go back up for a minute or two, and let's get on Shop Men's. Let's pull. Now, I'll tell you what. Oh, this shirt here. I saw this the other day. Now, I know I kind of slammed dark blue shirts in episode, I think, 1 or 2, maybe both. But, you're not going to get away. I'm not saying you got to get away from a dark blue shirt. But if the next dark blue shirt I get is probably going to be this one here from Faherty, I love this shirt here. Okay, I think that is one of their knit shirts, but we'll try to find that one. There it is. Okay, this is the Stretch Oxford. Okay, so we touched on the other color of Stretch Oxford. This is beautiful. I love this Stretch Oxford. I like it with that pant. So let's say you don't get their pants. If you've got just a regular pair of those kind of camel brown, say Carhartts.
Yeah.
Here's a great way to elevate those Carhartts.
Yeah.
You get this Faherty Stretch Oxford shirt.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that brand right there, Carhartt.
Yeah.
Because so many of these guys out there, working class guys.
Working class staple, Carhartt.
The dudes I grew up with, getting in their work truck every day with their Carhartts on.
Yeah.
There's a way to make all that look good, man.
Yeah. And I have Carhartt in my closet. It's always been a part of my attire, being in agriculture and horticulture. And this is, if you've got a pair you don't wreck at work, then maybe elevate it one night. You got to keep this in the truck with you when you're going straight to dinner with the wife, and pull off, the uniform you were wearing up top, and then run that with those Carhartts. Boom. You can go straight into a nice dinner date with the lady straight from work. Okay.
My brother does that, man. I don't know if he has it in a truck with him, but he does remodels and everything like that. He's a working guy, gruff, burly dude, right? He cleans up. He knows how to throw on a nice shirt when it's needed. And with some casual pants that he wears all the time. And then all of a sudden he's got a few nice shirts hanging out that he knows that, hey, they look good. He can be on a date ready in no time.
Still, several good sizes still left there. Medium, large, and double X available in the navy Stretch Oxford shirt from Faherty.
I'm just curious how these shirts fit me. I wonder how long they are. I think I did try them on one day up at the mall.
So I
was up at the mall and I threw one on. I think they're a little bit too long, but I kind of want to revisit.
I don't think they're available at the mall.
They are, buddy. Dillard's.
Faherty's and Dillard's?
Dillard's.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that little knit blazer. knit owl blazer or owl knit or whatever it is.
Okay.
Dillard's.
Okay, I thought you got it from the brick and mortar store.
Mm-mm.
So they've got it, guys. They have
Dillard's.
they've been expanding their brick and mortar footprint on their own, and they have a new store here in Nashville on 12 South, and it's a cool store. We actually want to go there and shop together on camera, but I don't know if Alex and Michael let us in. So that might be a future segment that we'll have to do,
That'd be awesome.
pending their approval.
Yeah.
If you're listening, we'd love to.
See if we can cut up a show in your store.
So I was shopping the website the other day when the email came through advertising the sale. I found a shirt that we can end on this note here to put a bow on the Faraday segment. So I found a shirt. I want to try to find it here. This hoodie. Thoughts on this hoodie before we find that shirt?
My thoughts on that hoodie?
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I've got a hoodie.
Okay.
That has those same colors in it.
So I went to investigate this hoodie at the shop back in the spring, and it's almost like it's kind of like a terry cloth. It was incredibly soft. The attention they're putting into their actual textiles is really very interesting. So it was almost like what you're seeing there is the inverted side of what some other company would use
for the outside. Yeah, well, they want that faded look, that worn and faded look. So I like that.
That was a really cool little trick there that I just was unaware of. So
no, I'd wear the crap out of that hoodie, man.
Yeah, it was cool. So I want to find that shirt.
That's a pattern that's called. It's either serape or serape. I don't know how you say it, but
right on. Okay, so I'm
SERAPE is that pattern.
I want to go men's shirts. We're going to go knit here. I think this is it right here. Click. Oh, it opened up. There it is. So this is, okay, there's mine. So I have the sun-washed knit shirt on right now on camera from Faraday, available in all of these colors here. So I actually would love to have a white one. I'm kind of checking out this. What are they calling that? They're calling that Sedona.
I thought I was gonna like it in the tab, and now I don't. Once I see it full speed, because that dude's skin is as pink as mine, and it doesn't look good.
Well, the background's not great either.
No, and the background is pink too, and it just washed. That whole picture right there, guys, is just washed.
Yeah, not.
I want to know more about that jacket he's holding, that hoodie he's holding.
Yeah, the overall color range of the rest of the photo is not really.
It's not good.
It's not showing off that shirt a great way, in my opinion. But what I do love, the houndstooth knit shirt here. Now this was unexpected for me. All right, so the houndstooth knit shirt from Faraday comes in 3 colors here so far. The brown really caught my eye. Okay, because it's going to be pretty close to the material of the sunwash knit, but it's in like an Oxford kind of. It's got that Oxford kind of crispness to it. And what I want to do with Prue here is build a outfit around this shirt in our dojo segment. So
when is that dojo segment? When is that?
Coming up in a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
We want you guys to step into.
We got 30 minutes,
We got 30 minutes. All right.
30 minutes on our time.
We're going to try to get through. So, all right. So this is a segment we kind of featured a little bit of it on the 3rd episode with the Christmas party outfit. But we want this to be a recurring segment of where you guys step into the Glojo with us, all right?
Glojo.
So we're going to bring the Faraday houndstooth knit shirt into the Glojo with us, and we're going to build a little outfit around that shirt.
Glojo, all right? I love it.
I love it. All right, so that's all the Faraday we're going to share with you for the day. We appreciate you sticking with us through Alex and Mike's brand here. This is a cool brand. I want to keep watching and seeing where they're going.
It's all good looking stuff. I don't like the prices, but it's all good looking stuff. I'll keep saying it again. I don't like it because I've had a shirt that was sold on maybe one of those guys from Faraday correct me on this, but it was sold on Flag and Anthem, and I bought that thing for like $70, and then they discontinued it on Flag. and it popped up on Faraday for twice as much. I didn't like that. So because of that, and I researched the crap out of it. I didn't want to be off. I didn't want to be wrong about it.
Is Flag and Anthem like a dealer?
I don't know. That was the deal.
Doesn't make sense.
But they stopped it on Flag and Anthem because I went to go buy that shirt again for my father-in-law. And eventually I just gave him my shirt.
Okay.
But I went to go buy it again for my father-in-law, and then I did find it, but it wasn't there. It was at Faraday, and it was twice as much. And so I kind of want to know what's up with that.
Okay.
What's going on there?
Okay.
Because that kind of pissed me off. Well, what it did was say, well, I wonder how many of these other shirts I can get somewhere else and not Faraday. That's what it made me think.
It is a fair point.
Because from then on, I did not even go back to your site.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
maybe I'm wrong, but let me know about it. Maybe
it's a fair point.
Maybe I'm wrong.
So guys, if you're unaware, we're only 4 episodes deep again. We've already had our first 2 brands reach out to us after just posting 2 episodes on YouTube. Okay, so we are getting feedback from our friends running these brands, and we're getting answers. We've already got brands that want to come on the show.
Yep.
We are going to have Low Tide Thread Company on the show.
Yep.
We are going to have Howler Brothers on the show.
What's up, boys? Named Justin from
Justin,
Low Tide?
Yeah. The owner of Low Tide Thread Co. has reached out to us, Justin, and he has offered to come on the show and give his value prop, talk about what his brand, what story it's supposed to tell to his customer, and we want to hear it. So we're going to have him on the show later. We want to have the Faraday brothers on the show. We hope you're listening. So that's going to be a recurring theme. Okay. So anyway, enough for Faraday today. We'll keep featuring them. It's fun to talk about Faraday. What we're going to quickly cover now is that last installment of the vest article that we've been keeping for you. And here we are on, again, this is Esquire.com. The waistcoat is the easiest way to elevate your wardrobe by Trishna Ricky. Okay, so I'm going to go down, scroll before Greg pivots to the screen. I'll get it going. That's our starting point. Okay. Best
the
classic.
Troopla.
This is going to be 11 through 15 of their 15 vests. So best classic waistcoat, the Kooples black suit vest. Okay, 94 bones at thekooples.com. Thoughts
are I want to check out Kooples and see what else they have.
Okay, that's promising.
Because that's a decent price.
Yeah,
I think if it's well made. Then I've never heard of Kooples. It's a name that sticks, so I'll probably remember it. And I want to check it out. Thoughts right there. I can't tell if it's like velvet.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I have the same question. So to me that seems like a crushed velvet with this satin back. So I'm not sure if you can wear that. If that's like, I'm like you. I would want to know if that's the back material as well to see if I can rock that without a jacket.
Well, it's probably not because it's suit vest. So it's probably not solid all the way around.
Is that the determining factor? If
it's meant to be worn with a suit. I mean, it's only supposed to be seen from the front.
But if it says suit vest in a description, should we the buyer?
I would think so.
Okay, that's.
I would think that's what they're trying to tell you. This is well, they're really just trying to name it, but that's what they should be telling you.
Okay.
Now I would wear that with I think that looks good with a medium houndstooth blazer.
Okay.
And like a medium charcoal, houndstooth blazer. I wouldn't go black to match it. Especially if it was velvet or whatever that like a velvet material right there. I would want my blazer to contrast it with like
the texture,
a knit. Yeah,
you want the
a
textural
wool knit
contrast.
or houndstooth in a gray.
Yes, and textural contrast just as important, if not more, sometimes than color contrast, guys.
And then, but maybe do have the shirt match it like we were talking about with the black shirt a few episodes ago.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Have the shirt and your vest match, but then your coat have it pop.
Okay. All right. So second on today's list is the best blue waistcoat. Odd kind of superlative to me, but because all of these guys probably have a blue waistcoat. Anyway, Ted Baker Modern Fit Debonair Sharkskin Suit Waistcoat. A little wordy there on the description for me. Don't know that we need to call it Debonair Sharkskin, but
that's silliness. The naming is silliness. Shark skin is the type of weave, though.
Right. Oh,
that's what they're telling you there. Yeah, I have a shark skin by Tommy Hilfiger.
Okay.
It's actually a suit jacket that I have that I wear as a blazer. I don't wear it as a suit. And I've got one, and it's just a really smooth. It's a tight weave, but it's meant to be like a solid color.
Okay.
In a tight suit, tight weave.
Okay.
That's what they're telling you right there.
Does the cut there not seem a little loose?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I don't need it body tight, but
it's a little loose.
Feels like you could lose, I don't know, an inch or so out of that.
Yeah, I've got a few vests that wool all the way around, and they end up kind of fitting me like that. I think next episode I'm going to wear one, and they kind of fit like that. I wish they'd fit a little bit tighter.
Do you think price here is indicative of the fit? $58?
Maybe.
Okay.
Here's what does. If you're in people who, I hate to say this, but guys, it's the guys that are really in shape and have some muscle on them up top through the chest that look best in your suits, and they get the suit that fits a little bit, because that thing is it comes off bottom heavy. It looks like a bell right here. Whereas the guy who's got little bigger shoulders, broader shoulders, a little bit bigger pecs, it makes that vest look a whole lot better.
Like me. We need a soundbite. We need a soundbite.
I know.
So, third one on today's list: best chic waistcoat, Mango Slim Fit checked suit waistcoat. $90 at Mango. New name for me.
Yep.
I like the check in it. The pattern, I think, is.
I usually don't like a window pane check. Window pane meaning it's just a big check, guys.
Right.
That's all that is. Window pane check, I stay away from usually. I don't like it when I'm watching Sports Center or something, and whatever host has a big window pane blazer.
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't like it.
That's a good point.
That looks good because it's subtle.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
TV host setting, don't love it, but like you're talking about, that's.
It's a subtle check. I like it.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
It's just simple, black vest. Would you wear it like that though? Would you wear it like that?
No, the reason I like it is that it has a second tone that I can then bring something complementary to in the jacket. Like I don't have to match the same jacket to that. Right. I don't feel. I think I can wear that with a different color pant altogether and a different color blazer altogether.
Yep.
Because of the window pane aspect.
And see, he's got a blue tie on. Even though it's dark blue, I don't really applaud that, but it works. It still works though.
Yeah.
You can do black and blue, people.
Yeah.
Folks, you can do it. I mean, why they sell all these, some of your best flannels are the buffalo check black and blue flannels. I've got one.
Okay.
I wish I had about 3 more.
I need to re-up on what that means. Okay. So
buffalo check's just a big, just solid checks. I mean,
okay. So fourth one, best versatile waistcoat, Zara Slim waistcoat.
Well, if it's going to be slim, how about you put it on the model and show us how slim it's going to be?
Yeah, true. Says cool and contemporary. Zara has you covered. It even has a nicely finished back, so maybe that's kind of promising.
Maybe, or maybe it has some. I hate when it's got like a paisley pattern on the back of that thing. It's like, oh god, what? Maybe that's what they mean.
Lastly, best investment waistcoat. Now that's an interesting superlative. Ralph Lauren purple label 25th anniversary handmade silk vest. Again, too wordy in the description. $895. $895. Say that again.
Purple.
$895. $895 at Ralph Lauren. So I need you to tell me what about this vest begs $895 out of me.
Did Ralph actually design it? Is that why, guys? Is there a line that he actually had his hand in? I said, look, we put it on Ralph's desk. He sketched something up, and that's what made it. Or was it featured somewhere on a runway? Was it featured somewhere in a show? Like what makes that $895?
Well, I'm going to echo a sentiment you shared in the previous episode, which is this would look sexy as hell on a female.
It's that same cut. It's the same. It's the same cut that's going to really look really good on a woman.
Well, actually, this was even lower than the one.
Yeah.
I don't mean that this needs to be.
We're not saying don't ladies wear that and nothing else. No,
Yeah.
put on a nice dress shirt with that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this is gonna look really good.
Yeah, that would look stout on a female with just a simple, dressy blouse and that coming over it, and maybe even like khakis or something on a lady. That would be boss.
That could, I mean, slim fit jeans or bailed out khakis on a girl.
Okay.
On the girl.
Yeah, I think those buttons actually hit in the right spot for a female too. I think that those buttons could be a little bit tricky on a male. Not certain there. I'd like to see that on a model, honestly, because
especially with an interesting cut like that. Go ahead and show it how it's going to look on a guy. Maybe that's what you're trying.
Yeah, those wispy, kind of like not pirate era, but the wispy blouse that is kind of coming back lately.
A lot of ruffles on it.
Yeah, ruffles. Yeah. I've seen some females that with this vest would look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extra.
Don't hand her a pirate hat too when you do it.
No, there's a name for that. There's a name for that blouse. There's a name for that blouse, and I need to know it. So anyhow, that guys is wrapping the vest article from Esquire. Do you want to add any final thoughts to the vest article?
I was going to add. I don't know if we have time for it in this segment. Maybe we do it in the next segment. But to me, if we're going to talk about vests, we need to talk about the Gene Kranz vest.
Gene Kranz vest.
Yeah. I sent it to you. Maybe I sent it to you in a pic.
Okay.
Gene Kranz, NASA flight director. If anybody's familiar with Apollo 13.
Okay, hold on. Keep talking and I'll pull it up.
You gonna pull it up?
Yep.
All right, pull that up because I think this is important. I've been stewing on this. I've been thinking about this for a little bit.
Okay.
There he is right there. Now, people who've seen this movie, Ed Harris portrays Gene Kranz, flight director. I think they kept 3 on rotation at all times. I believe Chris Kraft was the other one. Gene Kranz. This vest is in Smithsonian.
Wow.
Okay. There's a reason.
Got my attention.
Right? This vest is in the Smithsonian. So now we're going beyond just things that we wear, just materialistic things. What this guy did, that the white is for, let's talk about it first. His wife made all his vests. Every mission that they would launch, his wife would make him a new vest.
Wow.
For that mission. Okay. Handmade. That's handmade.
Wow.
That's actually a replica of the handmade vest that she made.
Is that embroidery on the breast?
No, that's a pin for the flight.
Okay.
So if that's Apollo 13.
Oh, right on.
And that's the Apollo 13 pin.
Yeah, I've seen the logos for each mission. Yeah.
So she hand makes them. He wears them, and he's the only one that wears it. He is the flight director. He is the last in command. He is the ultimate shot caller. He is the one that has to stay cooler than everybody, sharper than everybody. Everything. He's the guy that says abort or go.
Wow.
In the thick of it. And he commands everybody. And so this guy is a stud. And if you read up about him, what is it? Failure's not an option. I don't think he actually said that. He said a version of that. But in the movie, he says failure's not an option. He also has, after I think the astronauts died in testing, he coined the phrase tough and competent. And this was a guy who demanded everybody to be at 100%. And he held himself to the highest standard of anybody. And so the job that these guys had to do, President Kennedy announces that we're going to go to the moon by 1970. Like promised the world that.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't even get anything in orbit. We hadn't got anything up in orbit yet. Russia beat us there. So he has to take this program that's like, we're in infancy. Like, and we are now got to go to the moon, and we can't even get this a thing to stay in orbit, and let alone we're going to put a person on there. So this guy's dedication and everybody working there back in that time is just stellar. It's so far above where a lot of people are today.
Yeah.
So really, this is for the young bucks out there. This vest is like, he said when he put it on, he felt like kind of like a matador. He was ready for anything that came at him. This vest is almost like a crest or a symbol of human perseverance with what we were doing at the time.
I like the crest word.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a symbol of what we were trying to do as humans, as people, to get to that next level and face things, whether they were hard or easy. Well, what they were doing, everything was hard.
Right.
And accept your failures and accept your failures right with your accomplishments. And this guy was leading those people. They retired. Why it's white, because that's the white team. They had him on shifts. They would rotate him. He was leading white team. And after he retired, I think in the 90s, they retired white. You can't wear white.
Okay.
So that's something that can't be bought. Okay, that's what I want to. That's what I want to make clear with this vest. Here's a vest. It's a clothing. It's just an item.
Right.
You can't buy that. Maybe I can pay $50,000 for it from Smithsonian. Maybe I can buy it for $20,000. It's just an item. But that's an accomplishment that you can't buy. And so no matter what Prada or Ralph Lauren or all these people price that vest at, it's still just something you acquire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe your accomplishment is making enough money to one day afford that and not care, but there's still just an item. What that vest symbolizes is accomplishments and seeing a job through and living your life like that.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of young guys out there, if you're listening, I think you need to take a step back and look at where we are and look at how much is geared towards you being a man by acquiring things. I think a lot of guys think
I don't think that only applies to young men. I think that applies to a lot of men older than us.
Maybe. Yeah.
Our age and older, I think, can fall victim to that just as easily.
They can. And so the reason why I say young is because, I'm not saying that everybody our age and above has that mentality. No, that's not the case. I'm just talking about these dudes that are come up, just starting their life, just getting their wings on them, starting to getting into making some money.
Because it is popular to look a little too flashy right now.
Well, yeah, it's all about, I think the mindset is, to be a man, you must have this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I agree.
I've got to get this nice car one day or this bigger house or all that. I don't think these guys were focusing on that. This guy is focusing on something completely different. He is focusing on accomplishments. He is focusing on protecting the lives of other people around him and sending us places that we've never been as a human species. So I know I'm getting deep into this, but I think it's a lesson that when we talk about a vest, I think it's good to point out that and ask ourselves, what's going to be your Gene Kranz vest that's hanging up that nobody can? What's going to be something that nobody can buy? That they can't buy off of you.
That's a cool point. My biggest takeaway from what you've been talking about is that how one simple piece can help you project what you need to do in the workplace. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll keep it workplace centered for this point. I think that how you look in the workplace has diminished culturally in a lot of regards.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of folks that maybe just don't know what's appropriate, what's not. And I think that people that do know what's appropriate have gotten too relaxed a lot of times. I mean, I see this in my own work. So I like how this is a sort of shining beacon to remind people, just one simple item that he put on made him not cast an air over everyone, but it was meant to just kind of help define his role and just
I think so too. Yeah, he put it. Everybody knows who the leader is in that room because of what he's wearing.
Yeah, and not everybody in an office place is a leader, but people will look at you and talk to you differently and respect you differently when you are elevating yourself.
Yep. They treat you differently. I mean, you will be treated differently. It's just, I'm not gonna wear this get up right here if I know I have a meeting with a client. I'm gonna go a little bit more, dress a little bit nicer. All these guys in this shot right here, tie done.
Yeah.
Ties up every day. Nobody's walking up in there without a tie.
Yeah.
And I know that was just a standard thing, but it was also a standard of care, I think, that they held for themselves. Like that, they had a standard that we dress this way, we operate this way, we operate in this manner, and we operate it every day at 100%.
Yeah.
That's what these guys were doing. That's why I love this kind of stuff. I went back before the podcast because I didn't know if we were going to be talking about this today or not. So I wanted to refresh, and I'm in the middle of an interview with him, where somebody's still interviewing him, 90 years old, and the guy can just recall every minute of the missions. It's amazing. But just to listen to this dude, he's a different cut, man. He's a different cut of beef. There aren't many guys. There aren't many guys like that.
So cool segment. I like how this ended up. This has been fun analyzing these vests out of Esquire, and ending up on Ed Harris and the real deal from the space mission. So
yep,
a little history there that GP has dropped on us.
Gene Kranz, go look him up. Go look him up, dudes.
So you've gotten some history.
Yep, history lesson. I think I need to pop it up here, right here. Just boop, history lesson.
Okay, yeah. So you've gotten some history, and I think we should follow that with a little humor.
Let's go.
So my favorite segment.
Let's do it.
My favorite segment is Pruitt Stew.
Oh, I thought you were about to. I thought you were about to hit the wildlife up. I don't know if we have time for it. We got 16 minutes before this file runs out, but yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were going to hit up the wildlife.
So we're going to do a quick Pruitt Stew.
Let's do it.
And it kind of ties into something you said earlier. I'm hoping you can pull that kernel back into it.
Okay.
Weave it together into something nice.
All right.
Pruitt Stew, y'all. Episode 4, Pruitt Stew. First Pruitt Stew of the new year. All right. What his t-shirt drawer alone can tell you about a guy, period. Girls, take note. Said to me by Greg Pruitt. This is interesting to me.
Stand by it. I know I've used that before in the podcast.
Let's say it again.
Stand by it.
All right. So, are you prepared to take the floor on that?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
I am prepared.
Roll with it.
You can learn a whole lot about your man. Go dig through that dude's t-shirt drawer.
Okay.
When you're over there hanging out, he gets up, go use the bathroom or whatnot. His buddy calls or something. Hang on, I gotta take this real quick. Whatever it is, go look through that dude's t-shirt. Let's see what he's got on. Or just pay attention to what his shirt's on. You'll see, it's like the guys that all up in the racing. That's all their drawers full of racing shit. Right?
Yeah, that'd be a red flag.
I mean, it's not a red. I don't know if it's a red flag. You just know something about that guy. You just know a little bit. Now, if he's got a bunch of Nintendo shit, chances are he might be staying up till 3 a.m. playing his video games. Just be ready for that. When you see his whole drawer full of video game reference t-shirts or whatever it is. If he likes to run, maybe he's got like a half marathon shirt up in there. You can learn, okay, he likes to go to the gym or likes to do these type of things. I think t-shirts say a lot about who you are. If you're going to go through my shirts, you'll see that I've got some boxing shirts up in there. I've got some Sublime t-shirt. I've got the Mega. I don't know if I have the Mega Man t-shirt. I've got the Predator t-shirt with Arnold on it. Somebody's gonna look in there and go, what is this guy got? What is that? Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger on your shirt? Oh yeah, it is, man. Predator's my movie. But yeah, what you can learn. What's your take on that? Of the stew topic?
Well, I think I think you're on point for sure with if a girl opens up a dude's drawer and it's just nothing but racing or Nintendo. The diversity is
or
cool.
even working out.
I like,
or even just like
no matter-
metrics.
no matter what the topic, brand, color is, like if it's just all one thing and this dude is just squarely painted into one corner, I would think that that's probably something that's going to boil over in some fashion, I should say some regard, to pardon the pun. So yeah, that's where I'm getting from you.
Yeah. And dudes, take note. If your drawer's full of that stuff, take a look at yourself and go, okay, maybe I need to
look yourself in the mirror.
I need to expand myself.
Take a precautionary measure and expand yourself.
Maybe I need to.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're a type of dude like Gene Krantz. It's nothing but white tees. And that's all he does is NASA. Right? But yeah, take a look at your t-shirt drawer. Let us know what you think it says about you. I think it says a lot.
Yeah.
Because t-shirts are for me, they're personalized. I don't buy a blue plain t-shirt. To me, it has to have something on it that's related to things I like.
Right.
So in that sense, that's what I like about them. If you look in your man's drawer and it's just a bunch of beige and tans and grays and it's nothing on them, what does that say about that cat?
Mm-hmm.
If it's all, or if it's t-shirts that you look up and he spent like $60 on a tee, come on, man.
Yeah.
What's that say about you?
So good stew.
Yep.
I've got an alteration to make on our Glojo promise.
All right.
How about this? To help save some time.
Yes.
Why don't we go to, I've got one of your brands preloaded that you've mentioned in the vest, the full scale of the vest rundown.
All
okay.
Right.
I want to pull them up. So let's use the Faraday Houndstooth shirt as the base.
Okay.
Why don't you help us in the audience pick out something off of this site to go with that, and then what we'll do in the next episode is pull that together with maybe the pant or a blazer and kind of build that outfit gradually.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I have...
Let's hear it. Let's see it.
Your boys.
My boys.
Your boys.
Oh, I didn't say they were my boys. I said I got something from them.
All right. So I need to know more
Sansa
about...
Stark on the right.
Celtic Ranch. So this is a vest source that you mentioned in our rundown in episode 2, I believe. Now, do you think we can find something to go over that Faraday shirt?
Maybe over it. Maybe over it.
Can we go to vest and jackets?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. So keeping in mind that we're kind of in the chocolate brown zone on that shirt.
See, I've got that far left one. I've got that brown one.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it's too brown. It's so brown that I'm having a hard time making it work with stuff right now.
What about this jacket? Is that navy blue?
I was thinking about that. If it's blue, yeah. But I can't tell if it's blue or black.
I think it's blue.
I think it is blue.
For the
that jacket works.
Oh, they're not... Okay, not a lot of things to choose from here.
No, that's why.
All right.
That's why I was like, oh, we may not hit them up because they don't have very much. They don't have too much stuff.
Are these the only colors you think of?
No, well, hit on that jacket on the far right. Let's see what pops up. A little quarter zip or something, right? See, now it looks green. What's up? Scroll down. Let's no more colors. Come on. What's up?
So they're trying to put together a little outfit for you.
Yeah, they're doing it right there.
That's a little too damn Christmassy for me. Going with the red and green flannel and the green zip up. Oh.
But now they show you a wool sweater jacket though. Look at that thing.
That could work with that brown.
Yeah, look at that.
Let's pull that up.
Pull it up.
Does this say cable knit pattern in it?
It does. It has a cable knit pattern.
That's kind of interesting.
And it's not as in your face as the normal cable knit pattern. Well, go down there and scroll to their models.
that pattern, like, do you think that pattern would argue too much with the houndstooth pattern in the shirt?
Nah.
They're both kind of just enough, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. What's the boy talking about wearing it?
Huh?
The models.
Oh.
The models down there. Click on it, see what's up with it.
I don't like that.
Don't like it?
But he's wearing the green one.
Yeah. But that looks brown now.
Well, it is brown. Like
they've got cedar
those
green,
colors.
navy, and light gray.
Yeah, they don't have a model in the gray one.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they missed an opportunity to sell this by not showing a model in the gray one because the gray one's the best.
Yeah, I think so.
But I do think that could be sharp with that houndstooth shirt underneath that.
I think so too.
Right?
I think so too.
I think that's kind of a winner.
Let's pull it. Pull
All right.
the trigger on that.
All right. So we're
130
all right.
mugs.
So we're going to put a pin in the full zip, pure new wool sweater jacket.
Yep.
In gray. I'm guessing this is some kind of gray from them, from Celtic Ranch. I don't know their whatever color gray they want to brand this as, but this is the full zip, pure new wool sweater jacket from Celtic Ranch. We're gonna pair that with the houndstooth brown knit shirt from Faherty, and then we will follow this selection with either a pant or some other accessory in the next episode. We're gonna spread our Glojo segment. So thank you for stepping in the Glojo with us.
I'm on load a Glojo sound.
Yeah, we gotta
right here.
All right, so to end episode 4, we are going to go with a couple sleepers. All right. So I've been talking. You go ahead with your sleeper. I've got them loaded, so that we've got a visual, and it is
Coastal Cotton.
Interesting.
Coastal Cotton.
Okay. Tell me about these guys.
A little too frat for me. Once I actually went to the site and studied up on them, the pinstripe like polos, it's not my thing. It's too Ole Miss. It's too University of Mississippi. I grew up in Oxford. It's just too much for
otherwise me. Too Southern preppy.
That's right. That's what I would say. Now, what drew me to them, what drawed me to these mugs is their outerwear. So go to their outerwear because a guy I work with came in. He bebopped in the office the other day with a quarter zip on, and the brown in it. Look, I think it's probably that French Terry quarter zip or one of those. Yeah, that French Terry right there. He had like a brown one, okay? And it just looks like a plain brown.
Is that brown?
Yeah, it looks pretty plain right there, but it looked nice. You could see the fabric of it was super nice. The little trim, yeah, that's it right there. I think that's what he had on with the little leather trim around the zipper. You knew you were getting something nice. And I thought, man, that looks good, dude. That looks good. So then turn around today, comes up in there with a vest on. And I was like, man, who makes that vest? I want to see it. And then I saw their little bonefish logo on the chest. I was, oh, that's that same company.
Same guys?
Yes, scroll to the right. To the right. You see his little logo on the chest.
I see it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Same guys. And that vest looks sharp too.
Oh, it is embroidered on the chest too.
And I thought, I'm going to have to check these guys out and see what else they have.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my sleeper.
Okay. I like it.
Check them out. You may like it. They have a ton of stuff that
never heard of them.
I probably don't like and wouldn't wear, like the polos, but some of that stuff, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this might be a little too upper crusty looking for me, but I'm sure I could pull a gem out of here somewhere.
It looks like something you're gonna wear golfing in the fall.
Yeah, that's kind of where
it does. Like if you're not that type of guy, keep on scrolling.
But it's okay. I mean, the logo there, the fish is kind of edgy, so it doesn't scream golf.
Right.
I mean, they could have a golf tee on there with a ball, for God's sakes,
but we all know who they're marketing to.
Yeah, fair, but I don't think I would paint them into a corner necessarily. I think that I could probably find a gem at $89.50. That's a good price.
They had a lot of belt selections too. I kind of liked one of their belts. Thought it was pretty sharp.
Okay. All right, so let me hit my sleeper.
Yep. Who you got?
So these guys, man, you may have to shut me up on these guys.
We got 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
All right, carbon to cobalt.
No.
Carbon to
go ahead
cobalt.
with it, but go ahead.
All right. So I need to know more about these guys.
Yeah, we do too. I do too.
Carbon number 2, cobalt. All one word. Sent
Forgot
me
about them.
So I actually just got a random catalog from them back in the summer. Ordered a shirt from them. Beautiful shirt.
Oh, you ordered?
I ordered it. I pulled the trigger. I ordered it. I was gonna wear it on our first episode.
Okay.
Pulled the trigger, came in, and it fit, terrible fit.
Yeah.
Wore like a flag on me. I was so bummed out. Beautiful color, beautiful cloth. It felt good.
Yeah.
I put it on, and it was just like the cut. There was no cut to it.
Right.
All right. So anyway, fast forward week before Christmas, I get a winter catalog from them. All right. It's mostly a Christmas catalog. And let me steer over to their website just so you guys can see their logo. And let me pull that winter.
There it is. Carbon to Cobalt.
And they're having a huge winter sale, so maybe that's an opportunity to give them a shot.
That's the only time I do it.
All right, so men's. They've got sort of a lodge vibe to them.
Yep.
But here's the thing. I open up the catalog, and immediately I'm smitten because I'm seeing color ranges to some shirts, jackets, sweaters, and I'm blown away. There's some textures that I've never seen before, and I'm seeing some flannel patterns, flannel colors I've never seen before. And so immediately I was like, I got to give these guys a second chance. I've got to give them a second chance.
What's the catch?
What's
the catch?
There's no catch.
I'm going to give you the catch.
What?
All right. I think they have the best catalog out there.
Okay, wow. You know of these guys.
I already know about them.
Okay.
I think their catalog is the best.
Okay.
My brother-in-law feels, I mean, he's asking me about them multiple times too. He's like, should I pull the trigger on it? Start looking at the reviews of these guys. They're in the trash.
Are they really?
They're in the trash.
Really?
Like, reviews are horrible.
Oh, no.
Like, anything from customer service to the fit to it wasn't the right thing.
Well, my customer service was great.
Okay.
They gave me the label and it went right back. They didn't charge me for shipping.
Okay.
I don't think.
I just saw a bunch of terrible, and I hate to write people off for a bad review because who knows? Usually the people that give reviews are ones that either really love it or just really hate it. There's never like
I don't do any
the
reviews.
me and you guys are kind of in the middle. Nobody ever, you know what? I like that shirt. I'm going to review it. No, it's usually you love it or hate it.
I don't do written reviews.
They have a ton of. Last time I checked, there was a ton of bad reviews that stay away from this company.
Okay.
It's trash. I hated that because
That's
there's
interesting.
so much good stuff
I found
in their catalog. It looks great.
I probably found 10 things in here immediately,
easy.
in 5 minutes of scrolling through the catalog. I was like, whoa, and easily. I mean, there's a hoodie in here. There's a zip sweater in here. I mean, on top of the flannels. So,
but I ain't gonna pull the trigger just because of everything I've read about them.
I would give it another shot. I would.
I'll do it on sale. Yeah,
I'll give it another shot. I want to see how one of their flannels fits me. I want to see how one of their sweaters fits me. But I mean, certainly giving LL Bean, Eddie Bauer, anything in that kind of category a huge run.
Oh, right there
for sure. Because look, I've gotten stuff from LL Bean.
It's the way they stage their stuff too.
Well, you know, LL Bean to me
it.
is probably the pinnacle of this kind of genre.
Yep.
And I'll say I've had some very poorly fitting stuff from them. So that's where I'm like, well, I don't mind striking out the first time on Carbon to Cobalt and then going back to them for a sleeper pick.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly when they got a 60%
but
off.
No,
sale.
I want people to try it out and then let us know.
Yeah. If you guys do that, please support these guys and
comment on episode 4. Like, let us know how that Carbon and Cobalt fit, or what your experience was with it, because I've been avoiding it.
Yeah, we want to know about it. Put it in the comments on social media, on our Instagram handle. That is @thezippermerge on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We have 2 episodes loaded. You will have the 3rd very soon, and this one, the 4th, will be there very soon thereafter. I am Zach Carter. This is Greg Pruitt. This has been episode 4.
Yes,
we
sir.
certainly appreciate your listenership. We hope to grow it with you. We hope to grow your trust, and we certainly appreciate your time. We certainly appreciate all our friends out there that we've mentioned today. Please go give them a look. Look at us on Instagram to find those names and support them. Thank you, and we are out.
Cut the music, cut the music, cut the music.